I'm looking at. There we
Hey,
go.
hey, hey. Hello, everybody. We are live. It's your girl, Montique Joy, and Callie just disappeared, but she will be back. We are here to do Real Housewives of Potomac. They were on the boat. They was on the sea. We're trying to see if anybody went overboard. I'm going to play this intro, and then we'll get into it.
To the money, come on and get this money. Come on and get it. Get to the money. Come on and come on, come on and come on. Yeah. Come on and show you how to get to the money. Come on and come on, come on and come on. Yeah. Come on and show you how to get to the money. We ain't gotta hate, it's enough space. Bakery make bread and we get cake. Wait, face beat to the gods. Beat all the odds. Stay on the job. Get money. In the land of milk and honey. If you married, keep your legs full. Yeah. You wanna eat it 'cause it tastes like honey. Got me feeling like ooh. He love honey like Pooh Bear. Come first like a new year. What you really trying to do here? I'm a vibe, I'm a mood, yeah. Come on and get this honey. Come on and show you how to get to the money. Come on and get this honey. Come on and show you how to get to the money. Come on and come on, come on and come on. Yeah. Come on and show you how to get to the money. Come on and come on, come on.
Hey, hey, hey. All right. So I hear an echo. Callie, are you on? I don't know what to be. I hear a little echo. Hopefully, it's not on everybody's. But anyway, so we are going to talk about Potomac first, and then we're going to leave, and we're going to talk about Huntsville real quick. So this was season 6, episode 15. They were out on sea. I think it was like, I can't remember. I don't, whatever the episode was. I got it somewhere. Anyway, so it starts off with them getting on the bus. Is that correct? From the craziness of the dinner that they had. Now what is up with Gordon? Is he just drunk or what? Because they started with he talking about his erection, and then they talked about the brown penis, and was it too much penis talking, y'all, or was it just enough?
You know what I find? I think that everybody was just drunk, and they have been drinking all day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they came to the house, had been drinking, then went out to eat and drank more. But I do find it interesting that everybody's talking about how disgusting G is, and I believe this man pulled out his genitals, and I just don't. I wonder what happened here.
Chris pulled down? I don't think he really did, though.
You think he did it?
He actually had his pants completely open. And the look that Candace gave him wasn't, because somebody freeze framed it. It wasn't, boy, pull your pants. It was, you have lost your mind. She was going to kill him.
Mm-hmm, I saw that. Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't think he did it, though. I think he was drunk and insinuating that he was gonna, but no.
I hope he did not.
But even if he insinuated that he did it, all the heat is coming on G.
It is coming on G. Why do you think it is that people are?
I think that people like Chris. I like Chris.
I like Chris too.
A very likable guy. I'm just saying. I think that Ashley really does have a point, and I didn't even trip off of. I noticed it a little bit, but I was surprised that she picked it up kind of in real time. I know it was in the confessionals, but Ashley said, "How is it that that's humor?" But when Michael does things, it's disgusting. He's a pervert. I'm not talking about him touching me.
Right.
That's a different situation. Him actually touching people on the behind. I do wonder, is that maybe that was the cutoff? I don't know. What do you?
Right. Well, so I have this where she was saying when Michael meets people, he's on his P's and Q's. But bravo. Said that is a lie.
Bravo said he's and that was their first time meeting him too.
That was, yeah. So editors ain't right. Okay, Bravo people wrong. Okay, so then Giselle and Robin. I don't feel like they made a scene. I feel like everybody coming to ask them Mia and a scholar. Mia, and you have to know how to say Kenya was a scholar to get her name. A scholar.
And y'all see that post she did with Candace?
I didn't watch it. What were they talking about?
She basically was the clip that's kind of gone viral is her basically being offended by how people purposely, she feels like, mispronounces her name.
Yeah. I mean, because they call her Alaska. They call her Ask and Tell. Yeah. But Mia does that. Mia started that. Do you know that?
What did she call her? See,
she called her Ask and Tell or something like that. And other people start calling her that.
Where did she doing that on Twitter?
On Twitter and on Instagram.
Well, she said the original person didn't. She claims, I don't know. I know that some people do this. Hire people to man their social media.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Hey, ladies. Hi,
Velma. Hey, Velma. So next thing I have is, okay, so Giselle and Robin, they leave. Were they being reasonable or were they being shady?
They were being reasonable.
Okay. You said
I think that would be very reasonable. For one, people, I don't know if you all are watching, watch what's happening live. That was you.
Yeah, it's better now.
Yeah, there it is. It's better now.
Yeah.
What was your name?
It's like an echo.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not anymore though.
Mm-hmm.
What was the question?
I'm sorry. Was Giselle and Robin when they left, were they being reasonable or were they being shady?
It was a couple of things to give Wendy a little balance in a lot of shade. She said that there was a door between that bed. Behind that door was another bedroom.
What?
Yeah, she said behind that door, and it kind of explains why Robin kept saying, we don't have our own bathroom. And I kept saying, y'all don't even have your own room.
Your own room.
That was always my thing. You at least have your own room. But apparently there was another door. And you do see the door. I assumed that it was like a closet or something. But there is a door. And between that door was another bedroom. But it didn't have a bathroom.
None of their neither one of those.
They didn't have a bathroom. Now,
so did you watch the after show?
I was just going to say.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, that's why I said I'll give Wendy a little balance there.
Okay.
So they really did have, or they would have had a room. Couple of things that Wendy was clear about. She knew that they were coming. She actually admitted it in the middle of taping when she was saying in what order everybody was going to go in. Then she said, if they show, they get a room. They'll get a room. If they weren't coming, she wouldn't. If she thought that they weren't coming for real, she wouldn't have even mentioned their names. They wouldn't have been a part of her, whatever. That's how dismissive she is to them.
Right.
But she also admitted that she did know that they were coming. But she admits that she had already booked the house before
Giselle
broke her toe. So, and she also admitted that even if they had been there, even if she had bought wine, and even if they had been there early with everybody else, she would have let them pick last. They would still got their room. Anywhere it go, because according to her, somebody had to have it, and somebody was going to be there.
But so I don't understand, because Giselle on the after show said that Wendy had talked up this house, that they were going to have these grand sheets, these big beds. It was going to be lavish. It was going to be luxury. So when they got there and it wasn't that, I think she just you know how you can over exaggerate, talk things up, get people's expectations there. And it was none of that.
I don't even think that the house itself was bad. The house itself looked like it was okay. The issue is there were amenities that normal people, when they go on vacations, on a couple's trip, whatever, they expect when they go on vacation. And just even, and I also want to mention this, because people want to say that that Giselle and Robin wanted 5-star and expected Wendy to kiss her butt. That they actually went on a vacation once. It was Ashley's vacation home, where they knew up front that they were going to share a room because she had enough bedrooms. They were okay with sharing a room. They didn't know they was going to Sure, the beds was twin beds.
But twin beds.
Right.
They made it work.
They did.
And although there was some complaining at the beginning, they had fun with it. And my point is, these are, of all of those women, these two women, you could call them bougie or whatever. Y'all only saying that because they're light skinned with green eyes.
Yeah.
And we need to admit our own biases and stereo issues that we have with lighter skinned people.
Mm-hmm.
Because yes, colorism exists, but we feel like we have a right to do that to other people.
I said that. I said if it was anybody else, it's okay to mistreat Giselle and Robin. Yep. But if anybody else got that room or were mistreated, people would have had an issue with that.
Right, it's wrong.
They would have had a big issue.
Yeah, it's right. It's okay, and they make fun. That's fine. But we're gonna have to deal with that. And if Wendy and Candace keep mentioning colorism, like real things should really happen, because I want to talk about the word angry and not aggressive, yeah, and whatever the other word she used. But I forgot the point I was going to make.
I don't remember Robin and Giselle enjoying Ashley's lake house. I don't remember that. They weren't happy about that. I remember them doing nothing but complaining about it.
I think they were at
the beginning.
But they had fun after that, and then when Michael came, everybody got mad again. Even Karen was pissed that Michael was there. Okay, so AC said, I don't think they're bougie, but to be honest, I'm bougie too. I left twin beds back in undergrad. And see, this is what I want to say about this. It's because people are like, well, first of all, they live such and such, and Giselle ain't got her house. It's not. And I'm like, let me tell you something. I don't care where you live. When you go on vacation, you normally go to a place better than your house. And if you don't, then you vacationing wrong. Okay. So I don't understand why people say that. Like, her house is under construction. How's she gonna be mad she gotta share a bathroom? She on vacation.
And it's not just share a bathroom. I don't think that was the issue. If they had a bathroom that was associated and those two was in it, I don't think it would have been an issue. I don't even think it would have been an issue if the bathroom was outside of their room. The problem is that Ashley had to go downstairs to use the bathroom. And I even wonder if there was a shower there. Because usually when the rooms that's downstairs and all the bedrooms upstairs, it's just the sink, and it's insane. But that's okay. But because as Robin said, I think we were more offended or felt more people think it's karma, and Wendy especially don't know how karma works. She's
amen.
going to attribute karma.
Because she booked it and she did it wrong.
Yeah, you can't decide to treat people funky, even if you're 100% justified, and then say that's karma. That ain't how karma works.
Because then you're gonna get karma for mistreating them. So Giselle couldn't go downstairs with the boot. I know she had a freaking boot on her foot. Yeah. And so I feel like they did what you say, Callie?
No, they shouldn't have to. They shouldn't have had to. They either, Wendy, the bigger person would have said, somebody's gonna have to, we gotta have a room, even if it was the worst of the suite rooms.
Yeah.
The smallest of the suite rooms, Giselle gotta have this room because she got that boot on. I mean, that would even if it was that, I would have even respected that. But Wendy is mad, and my whole thing is this: y'all can say whatever you want. That girl is aggressive, and what's the other word she used?
Angry.
And she's angry for a reason that I don't understand. Because it can't be about her husband, because the rumors were never really even about him, because the most salacious of it never even was spoken of on their camera, which was the fact that he had a baby on July 4th.
Right.
That was the most salacious of it. That never even was mentioned. And that's rumored on them blogs. I didn't believe it when I read
it. Nobody believed
because the same article said that her family was
that she was cursed.
Her bloodline was cursed. That article was so ridiculous on its face. And it smelled like it was Eddie's family.
It probably was his family.
Because black people in America don't even talk like that. We might say
we don't.
We don't even talk.
We don't say curse, do we?
We don't say your whole bloodline curse. That don't sound like some black people in this country would say.
We don't.
But I believe, we would say other things, stupid things, but that ain't one. That when I read this, the very first thing I said is, "Ooh, this Eddie's family." Because they also said they was $1 million.
Yeah.
And that they didn't even own a home. They had been renting. But when Wendy and them got on that show that they ran out there and rented this house.
They did.
And that's why they moved so far away, because that was the only one that they could get, because they couldn't get anything close to Potomac. That's what the article said. None of that stuff came out.
Put up our thing.
All of that's alleged. All of that's from the blogs.
It's from the blog, and somebody said that it was the Avatar's blog. So,
shoot, that was probably made up.
Is that what AC's comment was about?
Yeah.
Put that back up? What did she say?
Hold on, let me find it. It was the Avatar's blog that said it.
Yeah.
Oh, all about the team.
Yeah, that is who said it. That's who said it first. So, but okay, so I felt like, what do you think? Because I feel like they left when they could. They end up they went to dinner with everybody. Because a lot of people was like, well, why didn't they get a hotel before? Because once they got there, they had to
They're participating in everything. They just didn't want to stay there.
And it was fine. Yeah. I feel like they went to a hotel. They didn't.
Robin said she was 100%. She said she ain't even mad. She actually said that. She said, I was not mad in any way, because I wanted to be comfortable, and it was obvious it wasn't going to be her.
Right.
That's what she didn't care. I think we as the audience have a more reaction on either side, regardless if you like Wendy or on over here with Giselle. It don't matter. I think we are having more of a reaction, and that's also manipulating with Bravo, because that there were conversation between them with those texts.
Right. Yeah, it was.
That's why I'm saying she knew that she was coming. It's not even realistic to think that they just popped up like boom.
And people are saying that they had to pop up because Bravo wasn't going to pay them. I was like,
that may be so.
That could have been, but I think they would have been okay.
Even if that was their reason for returning, it didn't matter. They knew that they was coming. I kind of believe you, because you don't get paid for episodes you're not in. Nobody has that contract.
Nobody, not anymore.
Like Nene not here.
Yeah. So LaToya, sorry, Denise said, sorry, y'all. Okay, the reason we're talking about the family thing is because we were talking about that was basically her storyline. You're right.
Who?
Wendy, about her family. Okay, so she said apparently they was mad and bothered to continue to talk about it, and G to make a lie up and say that the host never spoke to her, so people can say one thing out their mouths, but their actions show differently. I don't think they were mad and bothered about it, because Robin said she wasn't. I do think that they felt like, oh, y'all, you putting us in this room. You know what I mean? And we're going on a vacation. Because people were mad that Wendy and Karen and a scholar were in this cottage, and the cottage to me was better than that house Wendy had. I don't care what nobody said. The cottage was better. When
I thought both of them, they weren't.
And then I'm gonna say this too: people were mad about them being in that cottage, but you remember when they went to Monique's house?
Yeah, Giselle and
Robin stayed in a cottage.
Yeah,
nobody cared. That's why I'm saying it's kind of like it's okay to do them a certain way.
It's always okay. If that's how I know when people say that they hate them, they don't come back. That's how we know that they're coming back. That's how we know that they're being effective, whatever it is, that because they're the focus. They no matter what they do, they are the focus. It's their fault.
Yeah,
the sky could fall down. Somehow Giselle and Robin was involved.
Why do you think that is that way though? For the people who are even on here with us, because a few people don't like Giselle and Robin that are on here. I'm thinking
sick that I really believe. I think because I do believe it's based off colorism.
Because you think they're lighter.
I really do, and I think that there are some people that have a sick mentality of seeing pretty girls that are light skinned, green hair, that
Green
are
hair.
more
Green hair.
desirable. I'm just saying this is a mentality. I'm
Right.
saying pretty hair because that's the mentality that somebody
That's what they got.
exclusive
Yeah, because
sex.
even when they wear wigs, if you think about it, they have very long hair.
It's
They do.
something about them being the loser. It
Yeah,
is
they do.
something about them being the butt of the joke, because in their eyes, they're the winner. To see them as a loser, to see them in a bad situation is entertainment for people.
So Giselle I think Ashley really called them and said, girl, y'all got to come see what's going on. But so
Ashley
you're
didn't
right,
want to be alone.
Denise. G is self-made and she doesn't need the money. Robin has a business, so why show up? They don't have to show up. Bravo will excuse some missing days. We have say in it and all the Housewives franchise. I think they just showed up because Ashley told them that you need to get here. She missed them. And I feel like when they came, everybody was really excited to see them. Even when they came back from the hotel, everybody was like, hey, we're happy you're here. They kidded with everyone. Giselle and Ray kidded with each other. They didn't seem mad that they had to drive 30 minutes. Right. They went on the boat. They did everything still, even when they didn't stay with them. So I don't understand why people were so upset that they left. So that's why I was like, was it shady for them to leave? Or would you? Okay, so I'm talking to these people who think it's wrong. If you went on a trip and you had, and it's a couple's trip, you're a female, you have a broken toe or you're on your cycle and there's men in the house and you have to share a bathroom with them, would you leave to go to a hotel so you can have your own spot and be comfortable? Would you do it?
I would have.
Outside of not liking them, if it was you, would you do it? Yeah. I would.
Would they not have been paid had they decided not to go on the trip?
Probably.
No, they one of all of their contracts. I really do believe that's why Nene didn't return. Nene had one of the lasting contracts, which she gets paid a certain amount of money, regardless if she shows up.
Right.
But when she didn't come back, I knew that they had ended those contracts because she was a holdout.
And they cut back her scenes too, didn't they?
Yeah. If y'all remember, Kenya even called herself laughing at her about whether or not she's getting paid. She insinuated that they were phasing her out. And Nene was like, I get paid. I don't know if she looked at Andy was like, I get paid the same no matter what. And I know it's some oohs and ahs about that.
So you think that's what changed it?
Said that.
She shouldn't have.
She probably shouldn't have said that because she literally had one of those last contracts.
And so she messed herself up.
It's per episode, and you're not guaranteed any episode.
So AC said, you already know I wouldn't stay in those beds. I wouldn't either, regardless of a period or a toe. I would not have stayed. First of all, there was a crab cake on the bed. Yeah. So they've been in this room. It's not comfortable. I would have left it. And I don't see anything wrong with it. Mm-hmm. Okay, what's Denise saying? Having appeared on an oral or toe means why? I don't stay at home if I want to go somewhere I'm on my period.
This is still part of her job.
That's their job. So if you have a period, you don't go to work.
Yeah, this literally
even with a broken toe, you go to work.
I ain't gonna say my period would make me lose $30,000 because that's coming in the episode. And you have to remember, if they didn't go on the trip at this point, they would be missing 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how much they're getting, but it could literally be 40, 50, the upwards of $60,000 an episode. I don't know how much it is, but it could be. Are you telling me for a period you would lose $180,000?
Why do we know she was on her period? Why did she?
I think because she had to share a bathroom with the man. Because you can't just say, "Oh, I don't want to share a bathroom with the man," but she said, "I don't want to share it. Plus, I'm on my period. I don't want to be in this bathroom with each other man while I'm on my period." But I think that was a voiceover. But I have to go back.
I kept saying I was supposed to go back and watch.
I need to go back and watch.
Yeah. I kind of
so she said, "Hold on,"
because when she was in the car, G asked her, "What's wrong with you?" She said, "I'm on my period," and he was like, "Oh."
Okay.
So, and then one time at the table, I don't know if she mentioned it then, but she also said it in the confessional. So
yeah, she said in the confessional.
like it may
it
have
just seemed back. So a person coming on a trip with broke means bitter. You can't have a lot of fun. Well, some of these people bitter without a broken toe and not having fun.
Yeah.
So that's right there.
Right.
I can have fun on a period.
Wait a minute. What's wrong with Wendy? Because she ain't got a broken toe
don't need the
on her cycle. And that is the most bitter walking girl that I think I've ever seen on television.
I mean, even rich people go to work, Latour.
You can't even apologize to her. Like, she's at that kind of bitterness. It's strange.
Yeah, she said in the room and the confessional. You're right, Velma.
Yeah, she did say it.
She said it a few times.
So she may have said it and they're playing. I don't know.
And maybe they just have a different type of work ethic, because some people, even when they have a lot of money, still go to work. So, it just could depend on, and then they could just be nosy and be like, oh, I want to know what's going on this trip. Because, when you're on a reality TV show, sometimes you just want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
So she said, Velma says she doesn't care for Wendy. I think Wendy started off with a lot of people liking her, but I think she's slowly getting to where people are not liking her.
She's called Giselle. She's called Giselle a mean girl a couple of times now.
So what's the difference with that? Let's talk about that. So angry and aggressive versus mean girl, and what else did she say?
A bully.
Mm-hmm. Why is it okay to call her that?
I'm sorry, it's an even trade.
I want to know from the people.
In my opinion, if Giselle and Robin had been harping at her all season, I would agree with her. I would 100 I would be like, why is she tripping? But it's Wendy. Wendy is so sitting on ready to pop off that even when she hear something, like 2 times she's heard something that Mia has said that wasn't even right. And she popped off immediately. That's her. She's sitting on ready to pop out. She's like that girl that sit in her car. She better not say nothing to me. Like that, she's sitting on angry. And nobody.
Is this all because of the rumor? I mean, is it all because of that rumor? Because that's what she's doing. She's overloaded.
You think she's still mad about that room? So Reese, okay. So she has a right to do this. Wendy has a right. G has called her aggressive more than once.
She is.
So now she calls her a bully. No, I'm asking you, what's the difference? Because she talks about even when she thought that Robin said that about her, she was like, well, if she is the same person that she was before, then she needs to change. That's one of them. Like, she is talking about him.
And as soon as she walk upstairs, she's like, every conversation from Wendy is combative toward those two. Actually, when she came upstairs to greet them, was the nicest I'd seen her. And even Giselle was like, that's a nice bride. I haven't seen that in a while. Now, maybe she could have kept that to herself, but I get it. It was fake and phony, but she put on a fake smile to say, welcome. And she was halfway decent. But I'm like, every conversation with her is combative. If it's, you can't say anything to her. You all are going to see it moving forward. If Wendy comes back next season, you'll see it, because you can't be able to not take any kind of correction. You just cannot.
And I mean, you cannot be like, oh my God, they said a rumor about my husband. If it's not true, and they have not mentioned it since she went crazy and went off, that rumor has not been mentioned anymore. And she's still going off on people. Hey, Chiefs.
Oh, Joy, are you on a green screen?
Why you ask for that?
Because your headband is the picture behind you. I noticed
that too. I thought I was tricked.
It might be your ring. Do you have a light? It's probably your ring light.
It's a light.
So Chris says, okay, let's move on from Wendy, which we're gonna go back to her. We talk. Oh, hold on. We got a comment before we move on. Okay. G is a bully. Her own sorority sister said that G was mean. Giselle is friends with all of them. What sorority sister said
that's Erica. I went to high school with her.
But Erica and Giselle are best friends. That's who she goes on vacation with.
Erica
all the time.
Yeah, that's her friend.
Which sorority sister y'all talking about?
They talking about Erica. She's the one that came on and she said Erica was mean to her. Erica was saying that to Giselle.
Right. So they're friends.
Oh,
Erica's her friend who does
in the
everything.
90s, I
for
don't
her.
know what to tell you.
Wendy was mean to
No,
Erica.
she was saying, but if they
Giselle was
were
mean to her.
they were hazing. They shouldn't have been
And
doing
then she
that.
was hazing.
I'm not gonna say that that's right. You don't haze people, but that's
And
what
it was
they
the
were doing.
90s.
Yeah.
They went to high school in the 90s.
Yeah.
Before it was even any hazing laws.
Yeah. So they're friends now, though. So
those hazing laws didn't come out until like around the 2000s, where they were like strict with it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no.
So Chris, and when they get back, hold on, we got some more comments. Hold on, before I move on.
I don't like when
G is a bully and I'm pretty. If the background, a lot of people say, I don't know what that means. Write that again, baby. The one, yeah, honey. He want to sleep with Erica Lyles all night, honey. Okay.
And
I don't know. I like the Green Eye Bandits, and they like Wendy.
That kind of stuff was funny.
I honestly think Wendy was hurt, and that's how it's coming out. I think she still is hurt. I can see both sides. I do wonder what happens off camera, though, or what was cut out, because some of the stuff, it's not making sense that she's still mad.
What is she? Wait a minute.
What you need?
Nothing. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I can see. Oh, I was going to say, if you think that she's hurt, that's a legitimate situation. The problem that I have is Wendy, with all of her degrees and as smart as she wants to claim to be, emotionally, I hate to say this word, but emotionally, she's immature. And I'll tell you why. There's at my age, I am a little older than Wendy, a lot older than Wendy. But
that's what she say.
Yeah. Right. She says she only 37.
I'm just telling you. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm older than her. When somebody does something to hurt me, or I'm disappointed, or I'm mad or whatever, to me, each one of those emotions require, or I give a different reaction to. All of my emotions aren't masking anger. That's the issue that I get.
Right.
With all of her issues, one of the things that Candace said on this trip when she apologized to me shocked the crap out of me. You could tell that she has had therapy, but she just doesn't apply it. Because one of the things that, she could identify her real feelings.
Mm-hmm, she did.
Her real feelings was fear. Mm-hmm. But her fear comes across as angry. And as old as Wendy, or as mature as she wants to pretend, she's not emotionally mature, because she should be able to, and it would resonate with us as an audience and the person. I'm disappointed in you, Giselle. Yes. Regardless, because I thought you were my real friend. Mm-hmm. What you did to me hurt me. I wish that you had come to me off camera. Even if Giselle would have said what I called you, Wendy, on off camera, you had no reaction to this. But still, why would you think I would want that to come out? Didn't you know what that felt like last year? She
yes. That's so grown up.
Entire thing flipped 100% on her. But that's why when people always want to pretend like that they're intelligent, there is book smart and then there is world smart. And you have to be able to know what your emotions are, because if you don't, you're going to live your entire life like Candace. You can like Candace, or she's extremely emotionally immature.
Okay, so
every emotion she had, I see her looking. She's emotionally immature. She's extreme. Even as much as this girl cries, and I'm all about cries and release.
Right.
She's emotionally immature. Everything is coming. Everything is angry. You say something, now I gotta pounce, and I ain't gonna pounce.
She gotta win.
I want to exactly.
She gotta win, and she gonna grow from that, I think. So we gonna get to Mia and the bone carrier. I'm almost there. Okay, so Chris and
I hope she doesn't grow from that. She should always want to win. Go get him.
Chris, no, in a fight though.
She's not gonna fight. I'm not talking a physical fight.
You walk away with me. I'm not gonna argue with a physical fight. I'm sorry.
I'm not talking a physical fight at all.
No, I'm not even an argument. If me and you having a conversation and I feel like what you saying is not what I'm talking about, if you argue with a fool, you become a fool. So you've got to learn how to walk away and say, if you think you won this argument, fine. You know what I mean? Candace needs to walk away sometimes from it. She did it with Monique.
She
She
did.
did it.
She did. Like, I was so on Candace's side. I kept saying, dang, that girl had some good therapy.
Yeah.
Like
she did it.
Respected her. And that's what I really do think that she did. I think that she
loved Monique.
Yeah, I really do think, because she just kept responding and kept responding. I mean, kept walking away, and I felt like Monique was picking at her.
Okay, so she said, but as Blacks, we know those are trigger words. Angry and aggressive should not always be a trigger word for us. We need to learn to not. If that's what we're acting, that's how we're acting. You know what I mean?
We're not in a business setting. Now, I respect that in a business setting. This isn't, although it's technically their job.
It is their job.
But, you know, this is still, well, if you look at it like it's their job, then heck, you're right.
But then they shouldn't call each other stovepipe legs. They shouldn't call each other bitch. They shouldn't call each other nightcrawler. They shouldn't call each other anything, because aggressive and angry ain't got nothing on Nightcrawler, and not your daddy got you off the street or your pimp got you off the street. It just ain't.
That's something else that we didn't talk about last week, is that Ashley is the only one who has crossed line. I mean, not Ashley. Candace is the only one that has crossed lines with husbands, because I had forgot that she called G a pimp.
Yeah.
Said, pimp, come get your. But she crosses lines. That's why she's beefing with husbands.
He acknowledged he was a pimp. Didn't he basically acknowledge he was a pimp?
How was he a pimp?
What did he say? He said, yeah, she was on the corner, or she wasn't on the corner, but she gave me a good little dance, so I paid her 10 grand.
But that's not a pimp.
Oh,
I think G was trying
to. You mean you giving 10,000 to a stranger for her doing whatever it is, and that's not somebody being a pimp?
A pimp is somebody who has a whole bunch of hoes, and he
exactly.
And
obviously, how do we know he's getting?
And then they come back and then the trick brings the pimp the money, and he gets most of the money. This is the opposite. Mia the pimp, then, because Mia getting the damn money. Y'all not understand that a pimp gets the money. Mia was the pimp in this situation. Then
he was the trick.
No, I mean, Mia got the $10,000.
She was the pimp. Am I not right?
You're not right. Mia got the $10,000 from the pimp.
So she was the pimp. The pimp gets the money. The hoes do all the work.
The whole
gets the money.
In another life, I wish I could have a lap to sit on.
Girl, let me do
it. 10 grand. Where do I go? Whose lap can I sit on? Let's work.
And just listen to his problems.
Pimp, where you at?
I tried. I at work, and I don't know why. I have to catch myself, because I'm going to say, Pimp, where you at? And I work with a whole bunch of my folks. Did
you love how she came back with that? Oh, that was so fun. That was TV gold. And no other woman would have.
They were saying bad words like pimps and hoes.
Baby in there. Sorry, Jordan. I didn't know you were in there.
She wasn't. She's fine.
Okay. This is an adult show.
Right here.
Okay, so Chris says that Ashley was not as bad. Ashley does stuff to get under Candace's skin. And I said this last week, if Candace just don't react, Ashley wouldn't have nothing to do. Ashley would probably be off the show. Ashley would probably be off the show. So if Candace wants Ashley off the show, don't react, Candace, okay?
So I'm looking forward to next week when Mia goes at Ashley. So it looks like like things are about to shift.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it.
Apparently, so she gets on her nerves, but that's in the previews.
So Mia also said that Wendy trip sucked. No food. Mia, this was her words.
Yep.
She said no food,
house? No maid,
no turn down service, no help with our luggage. Right. We gotta cook our own breakfast. Because even at Monique's, they did cook like breakfast for fun, but Monique had food catered in.
Yeah.
So they didn't have to cook and stuff.
Yeah.
What she say? I need an emoji. What?
For pimps.
What is the emoji for a pimp? Because I'm gonna use it.
Where you at? The hoe is here.
So Ray comes, and I didn't get a picture, but did he look like Bill Cosby on the Cosby Show in his outfit? No. Girl, I wrote Ray look like Bill Cosby. Y'all didn't write did that?
Because he had on a sweater and some pants.
And they say Ray wear these pants every day. I don't pay attention to Ray enough.
Well, you know, rich people, real rich people.
Oh, I work.
Have a plane. We the only idiots.
Everything.
We're
bling bling.
I used to work for this city, and this man, the roads are named after him. Okay, in this city, he would come in some pair of overalls whenever he came in. Richest man in the city.
I believe it.
Okay, richest man in the city.
That's trying to keep up with the Joneses, and the Joneses, they wearing jeans and a t-shirt.
Honey, Mr. Ray and his daughter. He had on them same. Go look. And his little Cosby sweater.
Take him to the laundromat.
And it took him forever to walk up them 3 steps. The child, I was like,
he's an older man.
He's getting old.
I like Ray.
I love Ray. And I loved him and Giselle's interaction.
I did. Yeah. I thought it was sweet. And I like how Giselle, I'd love to see Giselle and Karen getting along.
They are getting along.
Yeah.
I thought that was good because he said, "How'd you miss her neck?" I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, I thought that was, and the fact that they like it, they all enjoy a good joke.
And she laughed. She was like, "Ray, that's funny." You know what I mean? Like she laughed at that, and that's another thing. They can laugh at themselves.
Well, one of the things that Wendy doesn't have, the unfortunate thing that you do see, is that she didn't get a chance really. You know, Giselle, Robin, and Karen actually have a history.
They do.
Even Ashley's history is fairly new here. Candace's history is fairly new here. They actually knew each other in the real world, so to speak. And so when you have a foundation like that, you can make up. I don't see Wendy and Giselle ever making up.
Oh, I don't either.
Don't see it.
They could though, but I don't see it.
If they
maybe
could
for
be
the
nice,
surface.
nasty, but they will never get to the point where they are like trues. No, I just don't.
I agree.
So another thing, when they got on the boat, a lot of people were saying Robin and Ascala are supposed to be friends, but they never talk. But I feel like once they went down there and they were getting their drinks and their food, they kind of talked and they were like, "I know," she said, "I'm your friend, Robin, but I like these other people."
She said, "Yeah, she didn't know."
Yeah, so I think they are kind of sort of friends.
Yeah, she said that one of the things that I love that Robin said, she was like, "No, you know, I would never be mad at you for befriending somebody." She's not.
Yeah,
I don't believe they have that kind of spirit. I don't believe she or Giselle have that kind of spirit.
Yeah, she is the reasonable one. You are right. And I think that's why Robin is, Cynthia was too, even though people want her off the show. They are the voice of reason. And
I thought Wendy was it, to be perfectly honest. I thought Wendy was a person to, you know, that you would, that was a voice of reason.
Right. That's how she came across. She came off that way after her fight with the situation with Monique. She was a reasonable one to listen to, and that ended this season all out the door.
It seems like Ascala and Candace are really good friends. They do a lot together now. So, and I feel like she should have came on as Candace. I don't know if they are friends. I just think that maybe Robin was trying to get to know her, and she didn't feel like whatever. I mean, what if they may not? I don't know if they were or not. Robin seems to have a pretty normal life. She does. Like, she goes to Juan's basketball. Yeah, I have a picture of that. Like she's very normal, and she got them boys. She's a boy mom. You know, she live in a house with boys, so tennis shoes and stuff is really a part of her thing. And I like this because on this post, she did a prayer to the team that he coaches. So they're really down to earth. And and her son is on like a, what do you call it, where you travel team. And she travels with the family. I think Juan maybe coaches that too, but she stays in like regular hotels with them. Like she's like a regular person. So they're very down to earth. Like they don't put up with flares. And it's so funny because I remember somebody had did a post and they were talking about the realist versus the fakest, like housewife, and somebody argued that the realist two are actually the two that you all pick as the most.
I agree with that.
Fakest, because Giselle and Robin, they was like none of them put on flares. They don't. They little bitty house. They messed up house. They messed up house. They relationship problems. Yeah, they're the realest ones. They're not. Ashley does too. Oh, Girl, and I almost wish she would be a little phony.
Yeah, Ashley just that they are
very
the
transparent, like to the point where when her and Michael was in that car, all the years that I've watched her, I never, I'm with you all. I think, hey, she trying to secure the bag. Them babies is bad. I never felt like when the things that she said to him with a camera right there, I would have. It's just I could never be that vulnerable.
Hi, Gator. So Gator said, Robin said
she's basically telling her husband that she's afraid because she don't look her best.
Her best. That was uncomfortable for me to watch.
I mean, like that was deep for me. I
just was like,
I would have never done that on camera. Never. It ain't that much real TV.
It's not.
It ain't even like this is some young actor buff who used to women.
Right.
This is an old
man with money.
I felt so bad for her.
I did too. Robin said she and a scholar have a mutual friend. They weren't actually friends. Okay, Gator, I didn't know that.
I got you.
So somebody said, I honestly thought Candace and a scholar would be friends because I didn't know that they were at Howard at the same time.
Oh, I didn't either.
Robin is normal and average. What is us? Robin is so cool. When she was on live, she shared her Peloton. What?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. I think Ashley is the type of mother that will allow her kids to run wild. She probably would. Because on the thing, she was like, don't call the kids bad. But I was always taught to not call a kid bad. So I'll say you BAD. Same thing.
I still do too. And I spell it.
I do too. You do too.
My children are all be like, because he's BAD.
You are being BAD.
Like, it's because it has a bad stereotype. Yeah,
but wait a minute. What's the difference if you're
spelling? I don't know.
I have no idea. But psychologically, it feels better.
Okay.
Say, well, bad little boy.
That is hilarious. I thought I was the only one. So you do it too. Okay. All right. So what else do I have?
Tell me on the phone sometimes I talk to them and I whisper the curse word.
Yeah. Joy.
Okay.
So this is what Denise wants to talk about: Mia and her bad bone carrying self. So they down there having this conversation. This Mia girl don't even say nothing to them. She just go get whatever, listen to like 3 or 4 words, and then walks her little butt upstairs with her big butt up the stairs and say, "Well, Wendy, I heard that you haven't changed a whole lot since last year."
She's a mess.
Robin, she be like, who said that? Robin. You did. So confident.
You did.
Yes. You did. I did.
And she's proud to say, well, that's kind of what I interpreted it as. And so
that's why Mia made it. Mia is awful. She messy.
Yeah,
Mia is a whole.
She's like mess. This season, she my shero. Like to me, she's been comedy gold. She has when she and what's her name was arguing, but I like Mia. Mia is going to be messy. She's clear. She's the bone carrier.
Yes,
it's nice where she kind of settles during their hiatus.
Okay, but she got to become a better bone carrier because most bone carriers carry the right bone.
Like it wrong.
You like the wrong bone.
I do.
Wait
a minute, because y'all already know the Bravo gonna be ready to expose it.
Oh yeah,
right in real time.
Oh, the camera.
Why does Wendy believe her every time?
I thought Robin and Wendy could have worked out their friendship.
But child, not on Mia's. No, honey, Mia didn't help that. No. So Karen said that on the after show that she didn't understand why Robin didn't want to argue in front of the men. Did y'all see that?
Out of it. I don't think they should be a part of all that arguing.
I agree with Robin, but Karen was like, she must not have a real relationship with her man, and you can tell it because she didn't even want. She tried to make our man leave, and she's not used to arguing in front. But I thought that was like, why are we doing this in front of them? Yeah. I didn't see anything wrong with that. Does anybody else agree that they shouldn't argue? I don't see
why they would want to. Like, if my guy was there, he sure would want to be sitting with us argue. Now, if he's trying to get some FaceTime on TV, maybe he'd sit there at some point. But my husband would not want to sit in the middle.
I'm not gonna talk about Ray because y'all ain't gonna talk about me. I'm gonna say Ray ain't even there to understand what's going on. So Karen okay with him saying?
You know, somebody mentioned that Ashley said somebody got Alzheimer's or something.
Yeah, she did.
And they were saying, is it?
But I don't think she said it was Ray, right?
I don't think it was. I think she was talking
no,
to
she was
G.
talking about G. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's older. He's Ray's age.
Yeah.
He doesn't act like it, but he is. Well, how old is Ray? I might be wrong.
No, I thought Ray was in his 70s.
Because G's like 68, 65, 60. G's up there.
Yeah, I know he was up there.
Yeah, he's up there. Because Mia is 36 plus 5, man.
How old is Ray Hugo?
36 plus 5.
I'm looking forward to.
So now we're going to say Candace. Okay, we talked about this already. Giselle called me a space cadet. I thought that was hilarious.
I'm surprised that she said he was born in 46.
So I don't know how that is. Robin did a 1-hour interview. 64. Oh, I need to see that.
Oh, wow. That ain't right. Yeah.
She really is down to earth.
Right?
He's 80. That would make him.
He's 80?
If he was born in 46, that's 100. That's 40. That's
no, he can't be that old.
There's 64 years in the 2000s plus 21. That's 86. That's
no way. That's not Ray. Ray is not 90 years old. No, ma'am.
That's what it says.
No, Karen is 58, and Ray is what? You might be right. And I thought Ray was like 15 years older than her or something. I don't, unless Karen's lying about her age.
54 is 54. My math was wrong.
Okay.
It would be 54 plus 21.
He's
75. Yeah, somebody did it for you. Go ahead, Gator, honey. You was a math genius, okay? Joy was doing Mia's math, okay? She did the 36 and carried the 1.
I was like 46. I was thinking it's 54. This is 9s. I forgot. Yeah, the 50. Okay, it makes sense to me. Y'all might not get it.
All right, so what? Ray is 75. Okay, a lot of people are saying that. Mom and Dad, but okay. So Mia told her story. Her. I didn't know that both of her mom's mom and dad died while she was in prison.
And
that is very sad.
Oh.
Yeah,
that was Mia's math. That was Mia's math. Yeah.
Me and a space cadet are friends.
Because she was like, Gordon is 30 years older than me. And that means you're 36 or whatever. I don't know. I can't even remember her math. Okay, so Ashley was asleep and G started on her. Did y'all see anything wrong with that?
He's overboard. Something is off. I don't know what.
You think he was looking for a moment?
Every moment he speaks, he's looking for a moment.
With Ashley, and I don't think Ashley was.
She didn't want to reciprocate that crap.
Yeah, they said that he was flirting with Giselle. And
he
Robin.
flirted with everybody but the 2 bitter girls that talked about him like a dog.
And maybe that's another thing because they say he like white girls and they're a little lighter.
Maybe he color struck.
Yeah, he might be.
He hit on everybody but Candace and
Wendy.
Like, and you have to hear them. They talk about him so bad in the after the show, and I said, "Are they mad because he did hit on it?" That's all I kept thinking.
Yeah, let me look. I can pull it back up. Hold on.
When I say they talked about him. And Mia was saying that's why Mia, she insecure because your man flirting with everybody in the book. Like they go in.
They do on after show. We post them on our page if y'all want to see them.
Negative. Like it's crazy if you watch the show, like watch the after show, how they go to each person. And I hate that they paired those 2 girls together. They really shouldn't. And I'm only saying that because you can't, because Giselle is by herself. Mm-hmm. Robin is with
Ashley,
right? Because they come across as negative Nancy's. Like everybody else was like, "Oh, G was hilarious." Even Ashley in the after show didn't have anything bad to say about G. It was strange, but she didn't. Whatever this situation happened, it gets resolved because she had nothing negative to say about him. And then you get to Candace and Wendy. Every time they're pissed off. One or the other is pissed off.
So I think G was drunk and didn't mean anything. However, him and Mia are swingers, and they know that Ashley and Michael are too. Girl, that could be true. I don't think Ashley will want G. I think they swing with just one with women too, right?
You think they swing? I don't think they swing for real.
Oh no, Ashley and Michael they talked about it.
They've done that before, but one of the things Ashley said, and it was a little endearing. She said, "I don't want to live that life."
Yeah, she don't want to do that no more. So let's talk about a few things before we get off, and then we're gonna get off and go to Huntsville. Stay with us because we're gonna just start a new video. So we want to talk about Wendy's candles. Is anybody buying her candles? They're $46. This is before taxes and shipping, which will make them about $60. Now this is a 1 wick luxury candle. We don't know even the scent. It just says luxury. All right. Then
we got different scents, but I don't know why she wasn't thinking to give a description, because if y'all look on her website, she got names like King. But
this was luxury.
You don't know what it smells like. What does King smell like? And she has all of these beautiful, like exotic. I like the names, but if there's no description to say, oh, this is a woodsy smell, this is a sweet and light, scent.
Yes.
For this, she should have done that. And I mean, you don't even know what you're buying.
So this is a 1 wick from Bath and Body Works. It's $14.50
on sale right now for 2 for $20.
2 for $20. Wow, so that's 10.
Right.
And then here is a 3 wick for $25.50. So would you pay? Oh, we got a lot of comments. I don't know where Callie went. Okay, hold on. Oh, we got somebody. Hold on. And Mia did say she picks out. Oh, here's Callie. Women for G. She does. I'm getting. Okay, so AC's going to get one.
But I was.
So AC said they do have descriptions. One smells like white tea. Her candles cost more than Yankee. Now, I mean, I just feel like that's just $60 for one candle is a lot. AC, you sure? I don't want to take from her though.
What did I miss? So did you say somebody ordered it and ended up paying $60 with the shipping and everything?
So the where I got the screenshot from was somebody on Instagram, and he said that this was before shipping and taxes, which made it $60 for him. He did buy it though. He's a blogger, and Wendy's his friend. So Wendy was like, "Thank you for the order," but so I just screenshot his thing and put a picture on. But because I didn't buy it. I don't buy candles, though. Y'all know I'm a wax melt kind of girl. Let's talk about the reunion real quick, and then we'll go to. So this is supposedly the reunion order. We said that Wendy begged to be by Andy. There's rumors that she bought a whiteboard trying to have a Monique Binder moment, and it failed. I don't know if it'll fail with the people who don't like Giselle, but for the people who were there, it failed. What do you think about Karen not sitting by Andy? Do you think she's mad that she befriended Wendy now that she ain't by Andy?
I don't think she should be shocked at all that she's not by Andy. She should just zip it up and go and hug everybody and wipe their tears away, because that seems to be all she does.
I mean, she talks about Giselle in confessional so much. It gets on my nerves. So let me see. Here's some of their looks. Can you see those? I think I liked Robin. I wish I had a better one of Giselle, because hers looks good when you know that it's a jumpsuit.
Yeah,
she's getting reamed. That girl can look beautiful, and everybody still looks at G. Everybody still looks at her and says, "God, she hasn't learned anything. She can't dress." I think she looks gorgeous.
And I think another thing is these.
Go ahead. When I first saw it, I didn't like. When I first saw it, I said, "I think those are pants. It might change my mind." It looked okay. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. I mean, I think none of the ladies look terrible. I don't like, and she's a very pretty girl. I do not like a Scholars at all.
Oh my God, that's my favorite.
It is. It's kind of shiny.
It's not 80 something. It just is. I don't like it at all. It's too much going on at the top. It's weird.
I love
Ashley, I thought looked really pretty, and with her hair. When her hair, I love to see her hair ironed out. I don't know if that's a wig or whatever, but it looks really good on her.
And Riley Knox, who's Monique's friend, did Ashley.
Yeah, she looks good.
Yeah.
Wendy is too close to what she had before, fluffed on one side.
Her makeup is
her makeup is horrible.
Her makeup is horrible.
And it's just, it doesn't do anything. Karen's dress is cold-blooded and would be really nice on a 20-year-old. And it's not that she doesn't look good, because Karen got a body. I ain't mad at you, Flonnie.
Yes,
but she looks ridiculous. And it seems like all night she gonna be pulling it down.
I would think so.
I mean, if she was Beyonce, maybe. Not Carrie-Yonce. Mia, I think, looks beautiful.
I love Mia. I think Mia looks good.
I think it fits her. It just doesn't seem like she walked in it looks like something that she would actually put on. Some of them wear stuff that's not even them. It's who they want to be, but it's not them. I don't think that's Skylar. I think Skylar's an extreme. I think as far as pretty is concerned, that's a beautiful woman.
Oh, who? A Skylar?
Yeah.
She's like picture perfect. She's what I would think a doll was. Candace is really cute like that too. But it's hard to put in that category. I don't know what was wrong with Candace's dress. I didn't know if it was cowgirl going on, because if you zone into there, it looked like studs or something was around the waist.
She looks okay. That's not my favorite look. But you know what gets me every time she dresses up? She looks just like
Buffy.
I know somebody else
does
that.
look like
I
Shay.
think she had on a bed. I don't
I
like
mean, they are sisters. I mean, they look so much alike.
They do.
It's weird.
Somebody put a side by side.
Yeah, they did look alike.
And they did. I think
her wig is horrible.
Yeah, her wig is horrible.
Yeah. And Giselle, I really like that jumpsuit, especially.
I love the jumpsuit. Now it's a jumpsuit.
But who to me shocked me and who stands out the most and who looks the classic, the best, in my opinion, is Robin.
I love Robin.
Robin
so from what I heard, we have somebody saying up the front Project Runway. From what I heard, Wendy, Karen, and Giselle went on Project Runway. Wendy did not wear the dress. I think that her and that person didn't get along. But Giselle and Karen did. So they have on Project Runway outfits, which I don't think are bad. And I don't know what about Wendy, but I don't know when the episode's going to air. I went to look at their episode guide. I can't find it.
And I wonder, did that come about, even that, because of that designer? I got some of his shoes. I can't think of his name.
Christian Siriano.
Yeah, I wonder, did he come on there? And is that the reason why they went on Project Runway? Because he said, okay, none of them girls dress. Because Karen.
Oh, Isaac Mizrahi.
Yeah, I knew. I said Isaac somebody because I got shoes.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm an HSN girl.
Yeah, so he did say they couldn't dress. And I feel like Candace looks like she got something out of Dorothy's closet.
Who?
Candace looks out of her mama's closet. I like Robin the most too.
And Mia is a strong second. Because
you know what though? They all look really, really, really good to me. They do. I don't like Candace's wig. She had on the wrong wig. But to me, Ascala was the number one. But I really no complaints about any of them.
You really like her number one?
Don't let me go find my prom dress, y'all. I swear to God, it's
almost that's okay, Kelly. When did you graduate? I don't want to know really.
My point. That's the reason why I don't like it.
It's beautiful. I love it. I do. But,
Kelly, it looked like your prom dress.
But when did you go to prom?
And when
we can't say no more.
What year?
That was when I went to prom.
No, she ain't gonna tell what year. We don't want to know.
And it wasn't my senior prom either. I was a sophomore when I went to the prom with the senior and wore a dress my mom made. Oh, I'm gonna go find that picture.
And I think her mama made that one too.
I did. She cool.
And I think her mama made that one too.
Kelly, you just did not help her case, okay?
It's
so Denise said Karen is the winner.
Karen Houston?
Kelly, we are all 40 and above. So if that looks like something we wore
in the 90s.
It's the 99 and 2000s, okay?
I said my prom dress. What makes y'all think I'm not younger than y'all? Bloop.
Because you done told me. Now I can't tell from your face, but you done told me.
No,
so we ain't gonna talk about it on the air.
I'm trying to think what lie I didn't told.
So that shoes were, I liked all their shoes. We couldn't see Giselle's shoes, but because her jumpsuit. But Callie did this post, and I thought it was really cute about all their shoes. Oh, not a sophomore. You ain't helping yourself. So listen, Denise is young. My 20-year reunion is next. Callie, you ain't helping yourself. You ain't you. What else we got, y'all? Do I have anything else?
Find that picture.
I love this picture of them on the boat ride. I thought everybody looked very cute. Now, Robin, not as much, but she looks like she has a swimsuit on up under.
I think that's a bikini. And did y'all notice something when not Giselle, when Mia was in the kitchen cooking?
Yes.
Everybody was talking about that she was naked. I don't think I'm thinking she had on a swimsuit under there.
She had a swimsuit with a cover up. Yeah.
I wouldn't think it was people was trying just underwear.
Right. I think she had on a swim. But when I saw this picture, I thought about it because Robin has on a swimsuit because I just assumed that it was too cold.
I think she had on a swimsuit or a bodysuit. Mia's from North Carolina. She went to the game. I think she looks cute right here.
She looks really cute.
Another thing I have, their ratings were really good.
Yeah.
And then this is Joy's favorite picture, so I had to.
She's so ghetto. There go class. That's class.
That is Joy's favorite picture. I think that's all I. This is them when they were on Project Runway. That's Christian. That's I think that I put them two right there because I think they have on the Project Runway dresses.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's all I have. Anybody else? Do y'all like the reunion looks? Oh, I do want to show this.
I like pink though. The pink I thought was really cute, and I was assuming it was a tribute to
breast cancer.
Oh, I thought it was. I was thinking Nicki Minaj.
Oh, that too. Pink. Yeah. I was thinking October breast cancer. So I posted all of the articles, but since we're just doing Potomac, I just focused on Giselle and Wendy. But it was Dr. Jackie. I think Cynthia had the best one of what she said. Ebony, somebody who did Being Bobby Brown, I guess it was a producer. The Faith girl that was from Vanderpump Rouge, they lied on her and said that she committed a crime to try to get her arrested.
Yes,
so they all were focused on Black women in reality. And if you want to go read them all, they're all on our page and stuff. But it's in the Washington Post also if you want to read it. So I just wanted the people aware of that. They are doing other things besides being messy all the time. We got a few more comments and then we're going to get off. Let's see. They talking about y'all. Yes, Denise, my 15-year college reunion is in 2 weeks. So AC, did your dress look like a scholar's?
Why her dress gotta look like a scholar?
So you thought she was inappropriate?
Somebody said, "Oh, child, Mia was so inappropriate in that kitchen."
I thought she looked cute.
I did too. It's not that I didn't think she looked cute, but when I initially was watching, I thought she was in panties too.
Now, somebody did have a problem with what? Oh, you didn't go to prom? We need to put up our prom pictures. I was cute, honey. We're gonna do that next time. But somebody was kind of upset, and I can't remember who it was with what Wendy said. I think it was Antoinette. Is that her name? Or Annette?
We do some of the.
What she said? Where's her?
When she said that, are they really the most imitated and quoted?
This is from. You know who wrote this article?
Who wrote it?
I think this is the article that Ebony was talking about on the
View. Ebony, she had a main part.
Williams from New York, because on the View yesterday, she said that this must be her article because she said she ended up writing an article about Black women in reality TV. She said it was built on the back. Reality TV was built on the back of Black women. Because even if when she said that, the very first villain that I remember seeing, Black villain, was Omarosa.
Omarosa?
Technically, it was Tammy. Believe it or not, because people were calling her a villain. This whole angry Black woman thing, because there was even an argument. It was even an argument about that between the girl Heather from The Real World and Tammy Rowland when they did the 10-year anniversary. But Omarosa stands out the most because of the national press, but she was like on the first or second season
of
Apprentice,
the
and
first
he
one.
used her so much he brought her back. She was a villain, and they were looking for a villain, and we seemed to take on that role. But I really do believe it has something to do with what I was saying earlier. That's because every emotion we handle with anger. And when other people don't, other ethnicities in particular, when we come in contact with them, we kind of use a weakness that they have by being able to identify their feelings as a weakness. I've seen that. A situation happened, and here is this girl who may be white, and you didn't got angry and cussed her out, and she's crying, and we will associate it with white fragility, true. But at the same time, they can identify, I was disappointed, I was hurt, my feelings were hurt. We can't always do that.
No, we can't.
I'm not gonna say what we can't do. We haven't always done that. And I think that the reason that we get stuck in these stereotypes is because we don't.
Because I've always said this because I watch Dallas. And when I say Brandy cries so dang on much, Candace don't even cry a lot compared to Brandy. And every time she cried, her co-stars or whoever she was with, or even the people watching was like, poor Brandy, oh my God, she's so sad. Da, 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 da. But Candace, when she cries, people hate it. And they're not used. We can't appear to be weak. We can't appear to be emotional. We just cannot. And so
she's no better, but we have to. I really wish that people could hear that in reality TV, because I think
I don't know if I'm gonna watch that.
I don't know if I want to watch Queen, but I do watch Our Kind of People. That show good.
I like Our Kind of People.
Okay, but we got to get off of here, y'all.
I actually wrote a book about the girl who plays Yaya. Who Yaya, the main girl, and Lance Groves. The very first book that I wrote with her in my head as my lead and him as my lead.
No way.
Yeah, and their names were Mia and Lance.
I forgot the show was even on. I've only watched the first.
And yes, that is a tribute to. It's just different, but it's a tribute. To
so y'all make sure to we're gonna have to get off of here to go because we're 15 minutes behind. So talk about Huntsville. I don't think we're gonna be on long because not that much happened. But follow us. We have a TikTok now. It's the same as everything else, which is Chatter Up. We have Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and now we have a TikTok. If you want to come on with us, please do. I don't even think I shared the stream y'all this time. Sorry, y'all. But we're going to get off. Please stay with us. We will be. Somebody had a question about your book. Well, that should be your first book, Joy.
I ain't even published that book. I ain't published.
You haven't published it yet, but we're going to talk her into it.
It's a shame. Oh, and just for a correction, while I'm still live, Wendy does have a description of her. I didn't. It's under so much.
So her website.
Yeah, she talk about herself before she tell you what to say. I'm serious. Like seriously, this is the candle.
Okay.
You go up. You go up. This is about her.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. And then there's the description. And
then, so who is this?
Under that is the description.
Now, Gator, if you watch Love and Match Huntsville, just stay right here. We'll have another video. You're on YouTube, so you can find us. It should come right back on. If you don't, come back with us. We should do it Monday or Tuesday. We try to do it depends on our schedule, but we try to do Potomac. All right. So we're gonna get off of here. Thanks for being with us, people. Peace, peace, peace. Come right back. All right. All right. Y'all ready? Let me end this.